Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You know, I don't understand. I have been streaming since before midnight and nobody said anything. But, well, thank you for saying something. So, I almost don't know where to begin now that I didn't realize that unless I touched the wrong button before, but I'm finally taking down all my Christmas decorations, and if it seems like it's late, it's actually earlier than I usually do it. Sometimes it's April before I take Christmas down, but you know I'm really doing a lot of cleaning anymore, and I'm thinking if we find a new place to live, I would really like to be able to move, and you can't move until you pack up. So you know, I have these things here. I was going to really wrap them around something. And I'm trying to think of what I have. Let me see if I have a like a paper towel roll or something. Not we don't. Okay, we don't have a place lined up, but we want to. We have to. Considering the neighborhood's getting more and more violent, and I can't look out my window without seeing somebody urinating between parked cars, or watching somebody hand crack rocks to somebody, or hearing broken glass, or the slamming of the doors next door is getting, I don't want to say it's getting unbearable, but there are these people that have to use the gate to get either next door or in the alleyway to the apartments back there or something. Either way, there's a lot of people that don't have keys and they want to get somebody's attention and they yell to be let in all hours of the day or night. When the door slams, it slams again very close to my bedroom. I mean, well, very close to my bed. And then the people downstairs, when they slam the door, even though it's one of those hydraulic doors, it's kind of broken, I think. And they have a sign that they even wrote in there saying, please don't slam the door. But either way, it's very disruptive, and it's not the sort of thing that you can ever really get used to. But certain things are unnerving when I'm getting ready to film, and I hear people that are saying F this and F that, and talking about drugs and talking about prostitution and all kinds of conversations that if I was talking like that. Hi, Emmanuel, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. I was just informed my first couple of hours here there was no sound, and I've got to find something to put this on. Unless I go ghetto and I just use I mean, since it's all used for Christmas decorations anyway, I can use what's supposed to be and is for the nativity scene. So part of the reason why I'm doing this stream today, when I realized that I had to take the Christmas down anyway, I figured why not do it on video, right? And the second thing is I have footage that I shot in resorts that I still have not edited yet. And since I'm down to one computer, which is the one that I'm filming with, which is my Lenovo, my Chromebook looks like it's totally bit the dust. So I only have one computer to both work with and film with. Oh, well, you know what? CNN and Anderson Cooper's take on it, he's going to make any Trump supporters and any Republican stuff out like we're crazy. So I would just assume them not getting into our business, but they can't resist. So It's just like my mother. We don't have cable. We don't have access to cable anymore. But my mother can get on demand these little YouTube videos of news clips of CNN, MSNBC, CNBC, and very rarely, if ever, Fox News. So she's getting a very largely Democrat and liberal view on things. And my mother is convinced that us Trump supporters are part of a cult. She thinks we're trying to overthrow the government. She thinks that whenever I get all excited about how I feel about the election, she thinks that I am unhinged, and she thinks that if I had access to the stuff, I would go and do some kind of trouble or something. And she's looking at me like she's studying me for signs of my joining a militia somewhere or something. It's crazy. It's because the media has people brainwashed into thinking that half the country is dangerous. And it's ridiculous, especially when there are people that you guys should be concerned about. Well, what? Okay, well, now I actually lost a friend, one of the Republican ladies who I had met on Facebook, who was big into animal rescue, and she lived in California. And she was sending me instant messages on Facebook about cannibals and child sex trafficking stuff, and it was like sounded too cuckoo for me, and I didn't really have time. She was sending me links to some YouTube videos, and I took a look at them, and I didn't understand half of what I saw, but I gave it a shot, right? And I told her, I says, okay, and then I was telling her that I wanted to ultimately go back to California because that's where the stuff that I want to do with my life is. The showbiz stuff, the Hollywood's there. And anyway, she kept on trying to tell me why I didn't want to go there. And I said, I had to be there. And plus my storages are there. My friends are there. And she's like trying to tell me, arguing with me about why I don't want to be in California. And yes, there's some bad things going on there's a lot of homelessness there. And the blackouts, the rolling blackouts and brownouts because they don't have enough electricity since they're insisting on only green energy supplying their grid. Of course, you're going to not have enough electricity to power the things that people need. So, like, I'd be pissed off if the things I was using did not have battery backup and they went down. I mean, what if it was hot, you couldn't afford the electric bill of having air conditioning, so you just had fans like we have here, and it was like 100 and something degrees, and they had a blackout, and so your fan was out and you're sweltering. I would be really, really upset. Mitch McConnell, that piece of shit, turncoat, bad turtle. Now I see why he's got the nickname Turtle. He's a traitor. He's a rhino. There's a whole list of Republicans that if I ever had reason to vote for him, I would never vote for him again. But most of them are people whose names I wasn't familiar with before this whole thing went down. There wasn't, aside from Mitch McConnell, who's been there for decades. A lot of these guys are like, one of them's that chick. I think this is her first term. But anybody that's going to go rogue against Trump and be disloyal like that, fuck them. Oh, Mitt Romney, he could kiss my white American ass. Fuck Mitt. Fuck Mitt. Let me. Oh, there's this. Also. I don't know. I'll tell you something. There's nobody that I like that much now. See, I don't want to. With Mitt Romney, I backed him because there was no one left to back. My first choice was Rudy Giuliani, but he wasn't campaigning hard until Florida, and he fucked up. And I don't know what happened to him. He's supposed to be this great lawyer, and whatever was going on with Trump's legal team, I was very disappointed, and we were all very disappointed. Of course, it's easy for us, none of whom I don't have a law degree. I've never been to law school. I didn't pass the bar, so it's easy to say what I think, how I think an attorney's been. However, I know what it's like to sink thousands of dollars into a liar and she still lose your case. And who's to say that age is a bad thing? But he was so sharp and he was so tough and he was so whoop ass. And what the fuck happened? Oh man. Rudy Giuliani's the only candidate that I ever donated money to twice. Winning or whining? Oh, but yeah, I donated to Rudy twice. And I donated to Trump, but I couldn't afford to donate as much to him. But still, I threw him something, you know. And it was sad that one of the things that Sean Hannity said on the radio was, he said, don't let this election be the one where you got up in the morning wishing that you did more the night before. And you know what? I do regret that I didn't do more. But I'm thinking, if I threw another $5 or $10, would that have made a difference? If I would have been more vocal on social media with my politics, would that have made a difference? I mean, where does it get you but arguing with your friends? And the people that agree with you, you high five each other. The people that don't, I mean, you see what it is with your friends that are of different politics. If they're posting a lot of politics, it's very likely that you have them on ignore, or you really hold yourself back when they post certain things. Say they're posting lies about your candidate, and you know that you so badly want to correct them because they have this misinformation. But then if you know you do, then friends of their friends are going to start flaming you. Hillary Rodham. Oh no, 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 no. Facebook's trying to censor you. Facebook, Emmanuel, Facebook tried to say that you couldn't say what you just said about Hillary Clinton. This is the free speech zone. This is the free speech stream. This is the freedom stream. Leather Rokk streams. I'll let you guys say what you want. You want to call me a goddamn motherfucking idiot? Go ahead. I don't care. Sometimes I am. You know. Oh, I had dinner. Want to talk about an idiot? I had dinner. I scrubbed sweet potatoes. We had a chicken breast and leftover deer hamburgers. My mother actually did the cooking. I did everything else. I did hand laundry today. I did straightening up around the house. I changed all the beads in my hair. Well, big brother, hello. I smoked some weed today, big brother. How you doing? But anyway, I was so hungry. I didn't eat it all. I had a bad experience one of the places that I have lunch sometimes, and with the more dangerous threat of COVID going around, plus some of the idiots around this neighborhood are just too hardcore idiot. They have taken away the joy of even going someplace to grab a lunch, grab something to eat. And I had a bad experience that I almost didn't want to talk about. I'm not going to say where it was. It's a place where I wear my N95. You know what kind of ravioli I like, Emmanuel? There used to be this canned ravioli that I got. I believe it was made in Canada. And it had tomato sauce and it was filled with beef. It was filled with meat and it did not have any cheese in it. And that's the thing is I don't eat cheese, and I always read the labels. I'm very, very careful. Oh, Cassie's got the Liberty chips. Oh, and she better go back there. Oh, I can't believe you're in here. Oh, I I had my room open back there, and she was up on my plastic bags full of clothes. What were you doing in there? Hey, hey. Oh, what are you doing? Anyway, I was hungry all. Oh yeah, so I showed up this place, right? And there's a little bit of a line, so I walked back, keeping my social distance. Went to the back of the line, came up to the counter to get my lunch. All of a sudden, they saw me. They said my name. Then they told me to go to the back of the line, and I was shocked. I'm like, "What is this? Am I Rosa Parks or something?" I'm not going after all this. I did not, first of all, I got up late. I did not even want to get out of bed, okay? It's cold outside. I did not want to put on the trousers that I wear when I go there. I dress down, all these layers, put on my N95 mask, put my hair up into a knit hat. I look like Cartman. If any of you guys watch South Park, okay? Or no, I look like Kenny. Oh, what bundled up and stuff. But certain people, I have my braids hidden, everything is hidden. But if I didn't have any makeup on, but anyway, they knew it was me. They told me to get out of line and go back. I don't know why. Well, somebody said maybe they thought that I'd been there earlier or something. I don't know. There's no reason to treat somebody that way. I was pissed off. I said, wait a minute. I couldn't put a finger on it. I don't know whether maybe somebody had seen a video that they was offended by, or whether they was some Trump haters, or I don't know what it was. But anyway, I said, you know what? Screw you and the horse you're running on. I'm not going to show up my face here again. I can get lunch any old place. It just happened to be it was convenient. But fuck you. And I haven't been back there since. So I didn't eat today. I had 2 cups of coffee. I forgot to have my second cup of coffee till almost 4 o'clock at night. So all right. I have a cat that's going crazy too. Come with me. So anyway, they dissed me, and I think until further notice, I'm going to stay out of there. I'm not going to deal with these assholes. Where are you, Cassie? I see you. This trunk is this is one of the Christmas trunks, is what she's got on. We have all these boxes from storage that are stacked up here that have to be. Oh, is anybody interested in a railroad sign? I really do want to sell it. You see that it's big. I mean, you see how tall it is compared to me. And I really am interested in selling it. It's real. It's big and heavy and awkward, and frankly, I could use the cash. I have no idea what you guys would think it's worth. As far as one of the Trumps would run in 2024, I would gladly vote for them. Even though I can't imagine anybody being 1/10 of the dynamic figure that Donald Trump is. I mean, he is just so exciting. I was starting to talk about Mitt Romney. I only voted for Mitt Romney because he was our candidate to vote for. That's the only reason why I voted for him. But I'm telling you, I'm glad that this is the only souvenir I have for him. I never got to buy a t-shirt for him. That son of a bitch, turncoat, traitor, anybody that would talk against the president, that's disrespecting the office. And that's going against your fellow partymen. And for somebody that likes to hide behind, oh, I'm such a holy roller, I'm such a good Mormon Christian man, and then go and disrespect President Trump the way he did, I lost any respect I ever had for Mitt Romney. There are people that you vote for because you got no choice. But then there are the people you vote for because you just are excited by them. And I voted for Trump for the same reason why I voted for Bush. I was excited by him. Bush had to prove himself because Bush is the one that turned me from Democrat to Republican. He started everything for me. I'm a post 9/11 Republican. But Trump, I was as excited from day one. Oh, I see a guitar pick. How the hell did my Jimi Hendrix guitar pick get on the floor? Oh, I know. That was in with my Christmas balls. You know what I want to do while I'm in here? I hope Tabby Boy didn't pee any more places than just where my underwear is. Oh. Speaking of bidets, on Wish.com, did you know that you can buy the fixtures to outfit your toilet with a bidet? I could just imagine. And you know, there are YouTubers that talk about stuff like that. But don't worry, I won't go there. But I can't help but think that my father, if he was alive, he would love the bear commercials on TV for the toilet paper. My father, he was such a funny man, and he liked the toilet humor, and he liked the stuff that you're not supposed to talk about at dinner time and stuff. And it was really a lot of fun growing up. You know, next week is my mother's 80th birthday. I want to do something special for her. It's not gonna be on a posting day though, but I want to do something. Uh, but yeah, all the people that are pissed off at the one of Trump's grandkids got engaged or something, and they use the White House the day before Trump's last day, and some people thought it was bad timing. Well, I say, hey, that's your last day to have use of the White House. Might as well do it. Do you know everything? I can understand a person. That's your last day. You know that you're the lamest of lame ducks. Do everything you can. Pardon everything you can. Pardon all the rappers or whatever. You know, hey, I'm not going to uh, have anything bad to say about anybody giving somebody a break and a leg up and stuff, you know? And who knows if maybe something was prearranged or something. There's things that will never know and you will never know. But anyway, I'm going to want to put these back up here. And then after I put more of that Christmas stuff back, I have something in here. And I have guitar pick that is my current favorite way to fill the bowl with. But I feel like I got something in my eye, and I believe it's a cat hair. You know, it's cat hairs float around, and they tickle your nose and stuff. But no, this Jimi Hendrix picks, and this is not. This is a reproduction. But I forget where I got it. I got this from a Kiss Expo, and I haven't been to a Kiss Expo since 2008. Oh, I want to show off this jewelry in case. I'm going to bring the box closer to the light. This light's just the overhead light up here, but I wanted to show this off in case the person that gave this to me is watching. Of course I like Jimi Hendrix. I love Jimi Hendrix. One of the first things that made me really think about stereo, my grandparents had a hi-fi stereo system, you know, LP records, and they had those over-the-ear, really comfortable padded earphones with the heavy coiled cord stretched out, and you could stand like 10, 15 feet away from your stereo, right? And put the records on and everything. And they had 8 tracks. they had 8 tracks too that was belonged to. It wasn't my grandparents' music. It was my aunts and my uncles, specifically my mother's two. My mother was the oldest of her brothers and sisters. She had her sister and then 2 brothers and then a sister, and those were my aunts and uncles, and they're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Anyway, the brothers, they liked what we now call classic rock and hippie music, and it was an 8-track tape, and Jimi Hendrix, and hearing the guitar go in one ear, down in the other ear is just so wow. And hearing Chicago, hearing Terry Kath's guitar solos on 25 or 6 to 4, but really loving to hear stereo separation, because growing up, I didn't have, when you have a little transistor radio, that's all mono. The AM music, that the AM band, until I don't know when they started being able to have AM stereo, that was always mono. So when you have a tiny little transistor radio by your head, the first music I ever heard was mono. I didn't hear stereo until I was at my grandma's house. We went one Christmas when I was like 5, maybe. I have very, very limited recollection of that. But after that, when we went for holidays, was always in the summertime, like 1 month in August. We did that until I was working, and it was no longer prudent for me to spend that much time away from, his work. But until then, it was great because my grandparents' house was kind of like out in the country. It was Pittsburgh, but it was country. It's much more developed now, and their house isn't even there anymore. When grandma died first, and grandpa died, the house was sold to pay for his medical bills. And the people that bought it at first, they were going to do something with it. Then they just tore it down. So it doesn't even exist. But oh yeah, you see my Kiss ashtray, and let me show you something that has a lot of sentimental value to me. But I don't know if the lights you could see what this is. Can you see this? Does it help if I? This is very heavy. If you were outside my window and I threw it at you and I aimed it at your head, I'd probably kill you. Can you tell what it is? I sent this for a shipping fee of $3 from San Francisco to my brother for a Christmas one year. Um, and it was supposed to be a Christmas gift, but he never wanted it. So my mother used this as a heat trivet to put hot things. Oh, Mother Love Bone. Didn't the singer die of a heroin overdose? They did the song Star Dog Champion, right? I love that song, Star Dog Champion. But the thing is, that record has a real tearjerker song. That one time, this girl we did a lot of speed together, and she was the webmaster for Motley Crue's website. Okay, and she had 2 desktop computers that were they Macs or were they Windows? They were Windows. But anyway, she had 2 desktop computers, and so like one she could work on it, and I could work on an internet connection. And she lived out in the desert in a town called Paris, California. Perris. Um, but yeah, but anyway, there was a song that was a ballad. It had to be, and it just moved me to tears. She was like playing it in her car stereo, and the thing is, her driving. Not only was she a speed freak, But, well, no, she wasn't a speed freak. She liked to do something. You shouldn't call somebody a speed freak just because they do a lot of it. And anyway, everybody's clean and sober now. But yeah, she was a little bit heavy, well, with the foot in the gas, and made me a little nervous. But anyway, I'm still alive, and so is she, and that's what's important. But I actually told her mother that her driving scared me. Maybe I was a little out of line, but when it comes to life or death, and you're thinking it might save a life, I'm thinking yes. I couldn't very well be let out on the side of the road 100 miles east of Los Angeles. So you do what you can to survive. But anyway, to be out there in the desert, away from some of the Hollywood bullshit, with all the pot I could smoke, all the speed I can do, internet 24/7. You do the math. Life was good. No, but anyway, when I was in San Francisco, I took this out of a water main, and for all I know, that's a felony. But it was so many years ago, statute of limitations. Anyway, my brother never wanted it, so my mother used it as a heat treatment, and now it's something that has great sentimental value. And it feels a lot. It feels very heavy. It feels, well, not heavy to me because, um, you know, this would be. I don't even think this is even 10 pounds, but it's more than 5. It weighs more than Cassie does. I'll tell you that though. But anyway, it's a water main cover, and I took it from San Francisco when I was living on the streets there, and it means a lot to me. And I also use this when I put my charcoal on to burn my. Uh, I was burning copal today. Do you guys know what copal is? I don't know if I'm gonna burn any of this late because the last thing I want to do is take a risk of setting off the smoke detector. It is 2:13 in the morning. The copal smells kind of like frankincense. It's a little bit more lemony, and the Mayan Indians and the Mexicans who are into herbs and stuff, are really into it. It's very resiny. It's very churchy, very temple kind of refreshing, and it's also good for incenses goes to cover up the smell of things like marijuana or bathroom smells or cooking smells or anything. It's just really refreshing and stuff. Okay, what's NIR? Oh, well, I guess you were starting to say Nirvana. And Kiss, yeah. I had a crush on Paul Stanley for a long time. But I wish I had known not to waste my time on somebody that was not attracted to me. I would have saved years wasting my energies on somebody that didn't like me. That's the thing, is whenever I run into him on Sunset Strip and the rock scene and stuff, because I was hanging out with musicians and bands and stuff, and I'm telling you, I ran into Kiss on a number of occasions, and Paul Stanley would never give me any attention. He was always into the blondes with the really big boobs and stuff, except for Lisa Hartman. She wasn't necessarily whatever, but still, she was blonde and kind of normal looking. And but he's gone out with Patti LuPone. He's dated her. He's dated uh, Samantha Fox, that girl that was not only a porn star, but she had that hit song "Touch Me, I Want to Feel Your Body," who died of breast cancer a couple years ago. It's a shame. But Paul Stanley, of course, is on wife number 2. He's a big advocate of masking, but I still can't get over them doing that concert in Dubai. I mean, I understand the need to perform, and it's nice to get in the Guinness Book of World Records, and certain people that actually flew out there for I don't know how many $1,000s for a fan experience and stuff. Okay, what do I need to bring out of here? Cassie, don't even think about it. I hope Tabby Boy didn't get on here. I'm trying to look for evidence of them getting on things. I really don't need them digging around those those bags. You know what? I'm going to pull this door shut. But I need to start bringing that Christmas stuff back in here. And you be good. Never a dull moment. Yeah. But nowadays, I don't listen to much music. I don't want to interfere with the ideas I have in my own head, especially new music. If it's stuff that I've heard years ago, then it's not going to fuck with me because it's already in my DNA, you know. Okay. Things like this, they're going to go in the Christmas trunk in the hallway. This is going to have to be attached to one of the South Street in Philadelphia. Yes, I haven't been there in the last time I was in Philadelphia was during Outfest, and that is in middle of October, and that was, uh, you know, I was getting really intimidated about wearing my political stuff where I thought I might possibly get my ass kicked. So I started kind of laying low when I heard that there was places where Trump supporters weren't welcome. But I haven't been to Philly, and I haven't been to South Street in quite, because I would have to wander there. Like, you get off the bus, and I really like Chinatown, and I really like the Revolutionary War area of Philadelphia, especially like Ben Franklin's house, the War of the Unknown Revolutionary War soldier, the different. I'm a stamp collector also, and I like going in Benjamin Free Franklin post office. I know I showed you his memorabilia before on this channel about when I was showing memorabilia and stuff. But I really like Chinatown. I like to go to 99-cent stores there. I like to stop and get food to bring home just before I'm ready to come home and get it on the bus and bring it home. And you know how on Greyhound you won't get yelled at if you're bringing food back if you're eating, but New Jersey Transit you do get yelled at unless you're lucky and you sneak out of out of where the driver can't see you with his rearview mirror. You have to kind of sneak it. I've been yelled at before. You know, I don't like to be yelled at, and especially late at night. I could get kind of grumpy, or especially if I've been taking a bus cross country. I've been on the bus since Hollywood, California, and I'm trying to get back to Atlantic City, and I'm on the bus from Philadelphia, my very last bus. And I got a grumpy old son of a bitch, grumpy old black grandpa. Mama, you're not taking that sign on the bus. You're going to take it and put that sign on the seat next to you. He's like acting like, oh, I've never been on the bus before and I have no manners. And him basically, oh man, he was up my ass like a hemorrhoid, like a fleet enema. And I'm telling you, I couldn't wait to go and make a little note for his personnel file. And he just, you don't treat people like that. He was a real asshole. But there was a witchcraft shop on South Street that I shopped at. Thing is, half the time they were closed. They always had an ad, and there's a number of free newspapers in Philadelphia. And that's one of the things I love about any big city is all the free newspapers. I always bring an extra tote bag with me that I could bring newspapers. Even if I'm even just there for the day, get the papers. Except the ones that are just in Chinese, then all I could do is cut out the pictures. But that could even make fun wrapping paper, But now that we have Biden as president and not Trump, I find that with this new presidency, I just don't have, the last time I was in Hollywood was 2006. That was the last time I was there. I can't speak to it since then. I'm assuming that, okay, you got the rainbow is there, and the Roxy's right next to it, and the whiskey is literally 2 blocks down the street. As far as I know, it's still there. But of course, with COVID, what's open now and stuff, it just one of the things that was very different from when I was there is when I was there, the they didn't have live entertainment inside the Rainbow. The Rainbow was always a place where you went to after clubs or before clubs. They did have usually 80s hair metal music playing in there, and then on the second floor where the dance floor is, they had more dance versions of rock music, but there was always rock music. But when I was there in 2005, I went there and I was disappointed because, first of all, I went there and when you are clean and sober and you go to the bar and all of a sudden people come up to you and they're the kind of people who sneak up to you and they'll hold me, they'll hug me from the back, and they'll put a bag of speed underneath my nose or cocaine, and and they'll offer to buy me cocktails, and I have to explain to them I don't do that stuff anymore. And these or they'll be making clicking sounds behind me and they'll be chopping out these fat old rails, and they do that kind of openly. Though usually you go in bathrooms to do drugs. And the thing is, now with pot legal, I wonder how they're doing it. When they stopped allowing cigarette smoke indoors in clubs, they just started making smoking patios in the edge of the parking lot right next to the entrance so that most of the clubs was able to have areas for people to smoke and they could still bring their drinks there. And since it was cordoned off and the waitresses could still do service there and they could still eat and stuff. So there were, workarounds so that people could still be at the clubs. But there used to be papers that they probably don't have anymore. And the Epic Times, a paper I cannot recommend more enough. It was free in the newspapers, but you could also pay for it. And as of August of 2019, they stopped making it free. And this was when I was in Washington, D.C., and in Washington, D.C., I really think it's going to be quite a while before I go there again. Unfortunately, due to, the fact that Trump is not in office and you've got Joe Biden in office, you've got Antifa and Black Lives Matter crowd in charge, apparently. And unfortunately, even though I'm still friends with the person who I can stay with when I'm there, the people that he volunteers with, one of them whose politics is absolutely as opposite mine as you can get, who I believe is an Antifa sympathizer and possibly may even be affiliated with them. He basically called me racist when I complained about the painting of Black Lives Matter on the street. I said, are they actually calling that street Black Lives Matter Plaza? That's not what it is. And I said, no, that's ridiculous. All lives matter. And it's like, white people did not invent slavery. So they did it themselves. They were selling their own people to the highest bidder. Don't blame, I'm sick and tired of everything being blamed on Europeans. And anyway, he basically said that I was a bigot. And I said, well, then he's an anti-white racist. And it's a shame. So lost another friend. I went to go and unfriend him on Facebook, and here he unfriended me first. And it's a shame. And one of the features I wish Facebook had was when you're getting comments from people that you don't know who they are, I wish you had a way of knowing whether their comments, this is comments to something where they're arguing with you on some thread, or whether they're giving you a compliment. Because a lot of times if I think somebody's trying to fight with me, I won't even look at what they have to say. What I don't see can't piss me off. And you can't reason with people. And people that only get a diet of MSNBC, CNN, CNBC, it's like my mother. She's convinced that all us Trump supporters that we're trying to overthrow the government, that we're trying to find a militia to join. See, I live in New Jersey. I'm unarmed. I'm pretty harmless. I can't do anything. I feel pretty powerless. I mean, I can vote. Let's see where that got me. But, and the thing is, because of the pandemic, I'm not going out demonstrating things. I'm not doing anything to catch this virus. I'm trying really hard. Well, not really hard. I don't have time to do it as hard as I could. I'm on one list to try to get the vaccine. Let me see. I got to get this stuff out. all this stuff. Oh, I didn't get this stuff off here. Yeah. You didn't see what I was doing. I forgot I had this red stuff. So, what do you guys think about my taking an extra day and live streaming on another platform like Twitch or something? First of all, I think that because of my political content, there's a chance that I may eventually get kicked off of here. And if that's the case, I need to think of other places. But I don't want to leave the people that know me here in the lurch. So I would want you to follow me to other places that I go. So let's think about that. Okay, I'm going to take this to the grower. Now I'm going to have to plug this back in because I'm down to 24%. Okay. Put this down here. Oh, I have. Oh, here. Okay, good. All right. I'm going to get something to light this with. I will be right back. People are yelling already. But then again, it is Saturday night. You gotta figure there's gonna be some kind of hooting and hollering going on. So this is my latest candle. It's not for any witchy purposes. It's just so that I have something to, I'm going to take a little break here. I'm going to light this and I'm going to bring a bag of ornaments from the kitchen. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got a bag of ornaments here. All the work I've done today, I really think I deserve a little break. Oh, I want to show you one of my rings. Uh-oh. I just got told I have 27 minutes of battery life left, so I have to plug this in. This is what I got from Wish. I have no idea how long the gold finish is going to last. They sold it as diamond and emerald, but come on now. This, on the other hand, is real silver, and this bat ring I've had a long time. This has quite the sentimental value. And of course, this ring that I love, that my best friend gave me, the best friend in Hollywood, and it fits. The fingers here never changed in shape or anything, but with arthritis, the fingers here in this hand changed shape. So for a couple years, I stopped wearing rings at all. And only recently did I start wearing them again. I said, you know what? Life's too short. Why not wear them? Even though I don't try to do my nails anymore or anything. Let me get my cable. Let me get my cord. Yeah. If I don't plug this in, I'm going to have some problems. So, thankfully, there is an outlet right down here. You know, 2 days ago was supposed to be the day they were supposed to implode the Trump Plaza, but that's not going to go on until February 17th. And I'm going to cover it from my kitchen window. That seems to me that's the best place to watch it. And I heard on the radio, I slept through most of it, some local guy, one of the, not a talk show, but like some entertainment reporter kind of guy. I don't even remember what radio station it is. I thought he was doing one of those little specials about some of the places that they recommend a person watch the implosion from. But I think they were talking about local businesses that, oh, pardon me. Boy, I haven't burped in a long time. Or hiccuped, or, yeah, that was, see, I wasn't burping, it was hicking up. Hicking up, is that what it is when you're hicking up? Hicking up. Huh. Okay. I am going to investigate this. I don't have a lot, but I have enough for a couple of bowls. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to face a camera or something because I don't want the YouTube AI to flag the whole channel or the whole video just for one sequence. And in the off chance that there is somebody underage, I don't want to be a corrupting influence. That said, now I don't know if you can get away with doing this on Twitch, but I do have a Twitch account. I have a BitChute account, and that's a place for political videos. So way before I started seeing this obvious, blatant evidence of censorship of some of the right-leaning voices in cyberspace, I learned about BitChute. That's BITCHUTE, and it's a forum that tolerates political free speech. So I began uploading some of my political videos. And this was a couple of years ago I did this. And I only have 2 videos on there, but I need to take some time and upload copies of the rest of my political videos, starting from those very early ones and coming on, just in case something happens with this platform. If I am deplatformed, I don't want to lose some of this stuff. You know how they give you an option to download it back in your computer, and a lot of this stuff, especially before I got into editing and stuff, the if it was a one shot through filming, it's already in the computer. With these live streams, though, they're not kept in your individual computer. A copy of it is saved onto YouTube, and after this becomes just a list of your videos, then we could, if we wanted to, download it. I'm guessing you don't really need to, because it should always be in that server, but if there is a chance that they would ever erase it, I think by law they have to let us know, I believe. Let me get a tissue. My nose is running. My sinuses are very, very precarious. That's just the way my body is. Oh, the cord is right here. Oh, there was something I was going to mention, and I think I've forgotten again. Oh, so I'm waiting to catch Tabby Boy crying with his baby in his mouth. I would like to get that on video. It's just a lot of times this happens when I leave the house. If I leave the house, like to go mail a letter or run a little errand or something, or if I go grocery shopping, oh my god, it's but there's certain little errands I'm not going to be running until further notice. I think I may have to go and get that big thing of rice though, because this Asian market, there's a list. If I go with the list, and the sesame oil is just this most heavenly thing. You can't cook with it though. That's the thing, is if you actually heat it, then the compounds in it turn carcinogenic. So it's a sort of thing. If you can mix some of this with soy sauce and a little bit of cracked pepper, and it makes a wonderful dipping sauce for spring rolls. Oh, and I found out something through watching some videos that you get paid to watch by different companies and stuff. I learned about something called lumpia. They're Filipino spring rolls, and they're also Mexicans eat them also, and they can be filled with different things. And I saw this video about a guy that was a rapper, and he said food and music go together, and it was this guy. His name is Boogie the Man, MANN, and he's actually kind of funny. And anyway, they were eating these things. At first, I thought they were French fries, and I actually had to do a search and find out what they were. And so that's those are cultures that I wasn't raised with, so I should be pardoned having my ignorance. One more. You know, I saw that I have three more cards to take off the wall, and then I see there's a little bit of tape that has pieces of the tinsel garland stuck on it. Those obvious garland remnant pieces of tape, I definitely do want to take off. Oh, you're wondering where all these things are. See, I know that the quality of this video, this camera is not good. These are all face masks. So. I really think I need to contact Wish.com about the stack of 5 purple N95 masks I ordered. It feels like it was about 2 months ago, and I don't understand. That's the one thing that has not arrived yet. It's the only thing. I don't want to say that I was ripped off, but this is the only time that I've ever not gotten something from Wish. And it sometimes it really does try your patience how long you have to wait. When you finally do get things and you're getting all these things and you almost forget, but I write things down in my notebook, how much I paid for it and how much the postage is. Sometimes the postage is more than the cost of the thing. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. All right. All right. Now I'm up to 27%. I gotta leave this plugged in for a while. There's something else I need to get from the kitchen. Let's see. Got that bag of ornaments here. I think I'm gonna put this here. So I know it's here. Oh, I want to show you some of the storage things that I have devised. Speaking of rice, when I tell you that I am an aficionado of rice, I am not an exaggerator. This is a really interesting bag from the rice that I got at that market that I told you about. And look at the details on this. This is basmati rice. And I believe might be from Bangladesh. No, Karachi, Pakistan. Look at. And anyway, this actually has a zipper closure on it. And this it's sturdily sewn. And this has all my shorts. And so this doesn't weigh much. I had a rice bag that I don't know what the brand name was, but I used it as part of my luggage the last time I went to Washington, D.C. And the person that I stayed with admired it so much that he basically asked for it. And when a friend asks for something, you can't very well say no. So I gave it up, and I wish I knew what the brand was so that I could get it again, because I kind of collect them. Rice bags of any kind. Some of them can be quite attractive, and they can really be sturdy, and they can be so handy to use to transport things when you're going cross country. Lightweight things, clothes, they're great. Look at this. This is waterproof. This feels like the same kind of tarp that you would huddle under when it's raining. You know, this is just, I love the smell of jasmine rice. There's certain restaurants that I would love to ask them what exactly is the brand of the rice they get. I will go to an Asian supermarket and I will go and get a big, see, this says 25 pounds. I am not joking when I say how much I love rice. I will go and I will get that wonderful rice, and I will get, since the best way to get it is to get it in a big bag, and I am physically very strong. I have that laundry cart. I can wheel it, even if it's just one bag at a time. I can wheel it. I can wheel both those bags on the cart. One time, the cart tipped over. There was a crack over near this supermarket's right next to Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, and it's right on the corner. And I'm walking up down Atlantic Avenue, right, and the crack happens like up here, and literally I go over the cart, and wow, it was really, and I was wearing jeans that day, and it's a good thing I was. But it was the ones that zip up the back, and I was so glad the zipper stayed up, because I don't wear those jeans all that much because I'm so afraid the zipper is going to go down, and all of a sudden I'm going to be mooning people. And can you imagine tight jeans, zipping the back, coming down? And so that just, makes me nervous. Because what if your hands are full? And you can't be, that just wasn't very logical, but they fit well. But anyway, when you're shopping, you really need to be able to not be self-conscious. You need to be able to have your hands free for shopping. And what if you didn't have wheels? What if you actually had to lug things over? Or if something, what if your wheels broke and you couldn't buy another cart and you had to get your things home? Or whatever. You have to be prepared for those kind of situations. Uh, okay, I'm up to 31%. What else do I want to? Okay, I generally have where I keep my all my garlands. There is a bucket down here. I'm going to show you that is full of Christmas stuff. And what I'm going to do is right now I'm going to this here. I don't know if you could see back over here. There's a lot of this is very chaotic because this is basically a storage room. But back there is a box full of tinsel garland, and I'm going to grab that right now. I got I got green and I got purple. And now this green would be more perfect if it didn't have the shamrocks in it, because it would be more versatile if it didn't have shamrocks in it. Because without the shamrocks, I could use it for other things besides just St. Patrick's Day. I'm a firm believer in getting things easily convenient so you can use them year round. So many of the things that I get around Halloween are things that I would enjoy year round. Okay, there. Once the wax is melting, I've got enough candles. When I got my mom and dad's stuff out of storage, there's a whole lot of candles like that left over from my mom's Boy Scout leader days. So, and there were candles that were partially used, so they wouldn't be of any use for magic, but they'd be perfectly good for uh, superficial things like this, like weed, incense, and atmosphere for YouTube videos, or a light to light bowls with, you know. This this is what I'm going to take care of right now. I'm going to get a roll of tape. Hold on a moment. And this is another reason why I like to cut out pictures of cats and I put them, like for magazines and stuff, and I put them in a file. When I made this, it was a combination of some Hello Kitty pictures and some random cat pictures that I cut out of magazines and things. So I have some tape, and right now I am going to fix this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't see why I'm using up all this tape here when there's so much tape left over from the remember when I was taking off the cards from the wall before and I left all that tape on the sides? I'm going to bring a few pieces of that I can use for this. I don't need more tape. I see you. Uh, all that tape there, crazy. And matter of fact, I don't need pieces this big either. Good. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. Probably would have been easier if I had brought a pair of scissors in here with me. So the less I have in here that I have to keep bringing back out. Okay. Now this is not such a good idea because I can't see. I put them too close to each other and I can't tell them apart. Set this down here. The problem I'm having is I keep on getting these little edges that are still stuck on the very edge of the tape. So it would be better to just get the scissors and be done with it. Hold it. This needs to be done. Do that. You couldn't just. Okay. So my mother was in the bathroom and she said she was waiting to get her pills. And I said she didn't need to do that. There's no reason she couldn't go in that kitchen to go and get her medicine. And she's going to guilt trip me on that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, by the way. And she knew that I was live streaming tonight. This is the tree. I'm setting this behind me, behind the computer here. Now this tree skirt actually goes in the trunk in the hallway. But this is the scissors like I told you about, and I need to fix that. Okay. So Yeah. Okay. Here's another Hello Kitty. All these empty spaces need the cats replaced. And if I can't find the cats here, then I have them in my room. So, but anyway, that at least needed to be done. Let me see if there's anything. I don't think there's any more pictures here. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time digging. It is 43%. You know what? I'm going to put this in the Christmas trunk. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm going to unplug it here and let's take this back in the kitchen. Come on. They're closing it with a good click. This tabby boy, he's too interested in things here. I can't have that. You know, I got too many other things to be concerned about. I can't be worried about him acting up in something that's so hard to isolate exactly where it is. And no, that's really stressful having a cat be bad like that. Tabby boy otherwise is a really good kitty. But like yesterday, when he knocked that thing over, I did not expect him to be acting up like that. It's almost as if he was taking a page from Cassie's playbook. You don't expect that this innocent, sweet cat. This innocent, sweet cat. Do you know who this innocent, sweet cat is? Oh, yes, I got kitty. I got kitty. Oh, I feel like I'm winning something. Oh, I got kitty. Whoa, look, I got kitty. Oh, oh, oh. I love my kids. I love my kids. Look who I go. I got hair in my eye. Daddy boy, I got your hair in my eye. I got your hair in my eye. Or maybe Cassie's hair in my eye. I don't know. I got hair in my eye. I got hair in my eye. I love you. I love you. Oh, I love my cat here, Dad. Oh, there you go. You like your chair? Yeah, see? He wasn't traumatized. As you can see, there's a couple more cards for me to take down. And then, oh, get the thumbtack up. And these things can wash. You saw these already. Oh, this is cool. Come with me. Tabby boy. Tabby boy. Hey. Mister. Yeah. Yeah. Tabby boy. Alright, Tabby boy. Alright, Tabby boy. I see you. I see you. I see my Tabby boy. Hi, Tabby boy. I'm gonna put this back in. Okay, it's down to 45%. So, now on the wall where I have little pieces of tape that have obvious these things. This is just plain tape. It goes in the wall with plain tape. Here's a bunch of that tape with Garland on it there, and on the door up there. So take that off. And, but first I'm going to gather up these cards again so that, oh, and this card. Gorgeous card. Did I hear the sound of a cat crying? I do think I hear that. I would like to catch him in the act with the baby, and I would like to show you that. Uh, this is ridiculous. There's no need to save this. I'm just going to put this all in one big lump. Oh, there's one piece I missed. I hope there's nothing else I need to get. Oh. Say goodbye to Christmas. Whoops. I think my cat's having some mental issues. Here, let me see if I can balance this. Now, you see the cat? My cat is going crazy. I mean, really. He's hanging out down the end of the hall, crying. Hold on. Oh, who's this? Who have I here? Oh my goodness. You really shouldn't get around. You're a well-traveled cat. You get from one end of the hall to the other. My goodness. If you had a pedometer, how many miles would you run? Huh? Yes, you like to spend time with this one and that one and this one, that one and this one and that one. Yeah, don't you just like to get around? Huh? Hey, chill out, man. Chill out, man. Come on, man. I love this cat. I love you. Look pretty. Christmas. Yeah, Christmas. Christmas bell. The bell and the cat. Mm. You smell funny. You smell. Oh, you smell funny. What are you doing? I don't like the way you smell, Ted. I think Tabby. Now, Cassie, I think she might be okay, but I really don't know. But she just seems like. Plus, once she got wet and you held her, obviously you have her only neck in the water, but and you don't do something that's going to be terrifying that makes them think that you're going to push them in or something. That's the thing is you got to think of it from their perspective and not be terrifying. So I actually have a box for this. This goes with the other decorations, actually. This goes where I have two other towels like this. I got this at Trump's inauguration. So Well, think of it this way. In year 2020, it wouldn't do any good to be making T-shirts for the Biden inauguration for people attending it if only people that can attend it are a very few select invited list of people. But then again, they would still probably uh, like long sleeve shirts and stuff. Just like I had those long sleeve T-shirts from the Bush's second inauguration. Oh God, it was so cold that day. I hand the guy shirts were $5 each. I hand the guy a $20 bill, fully expecting a shirt in 3 5s. Right? He gives me four shirts. At first, I was a little bit annoyed, but now I'm really glad. So okay, I got that. All these cards are stacked here. Oh, irony. I'm trying to get the glare out. His hair is long now. Oh, and if I ever do a video requiring a prop pertaining to Paris, France, I washed it real good. I found it in the trash. I thought it was just something about it. I thought that it would come in handy. Because look at this, how much space and how that fills the frame real nicely. If I needed it for a thumbnail, you know. Oh heck, I'd sell it. You know. Here's. I really like this card. Most of these almost all these, with very few exceptions, are cards actually were sent either to my mother or to the whole family. I really, something about ornaments depicted on cards. I really appreciate that. I hear a kitty. Oh, okay. Oh, I finally took down my flag that was outside. Uh, I'll show you. It was really, I was thinking, you have to be respectful of flags that are outside. And even though, yes, it was illuminated stuff, it was getting very seriously exposed to the elements and everything was getting whipped around and stuff. And I'm going to unplug this here so I could show you what it ended up looking like. I took it down and, well, here. How am I going to do this? I'm going to balance this. Can you see? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can see. All right. Do you see? It's actually. No, you don't see because they're stuck together, but there's. But I think it's cool looking though. But anyway, it's in a cleaning solution right now. The first step to flag restoration is cleaning it. I had it out there for possibly longer than I should have if I had known that it was looking that bad. I just thought that, hey, I always had a flag out there, and it was not just in a window, it was actually hanging out. But then I thought if it was starting to look stringy and stuff, then that would seem disrespectful, and that'd be the last thing I would want to do is disrespect our flag. And it's not like I can't get flags, but still, that's a very vulnerable place to hang a flag, considering the winds, and we're going to be whipped with quite a storm tomorrow. So if any of you guys are going to be driving in the Northeast, or I don't know exactly how far this storm is. It encompasses, but it encompasses quite a wide area. And some people are getting as much as 2 feet. Philadelphia, even, it seems like we're the only people that aren't going to be getting anything. I mean, I'm kind of jealous. I love snow. Philadelphia, we're going to be getting at least a foot. I heard Boston 2 feet. I don't know. I will probably be looking at the weather as soon as I'm done with this live stream. I think I'm going to be looking at the weather. So, I'm thirsty, and I think I'm going to get something out of it. Oh yeah. Before I do that, here's a box for this spell. I want to get the box first. See? It's very, very special. Now, the wooden nativity scene are these guys here, and the thing is, that frame that I wrapped all the blue tinsel in there is actually what they go around. So the thing is, I'm going to end up putting them in a bag that I'm going to put the tinsel with, so that they always have a frame. And my mother's probably going to be pissed off when she finds out that I used their frame to wrap the tinsel with. But I didn't have any paper towel rolls. Can't speak. Did not have any paper towel, empty paper towel rolls handy. So, okay. Yeah, it is. Bye-bye. Oh, I haven't gotten around to cleaning this yet because it's too big to fit in any of the in the basin that I wash with or anything. But that is going to belong to one of them. And whoever's the most cooperative, I'll have need of a fairy sometime. And if they were big enough, I would warn them. But didn't I say that I was thirsty? I am. I'm seriously thirsty. Let me see if I can put that computer someplace. Let's see. There's one more little sweet potato. As much as I try not to eat before I film, I had to eat before I filmed today. I was so hungry. I was, and I was cold, otherwise I would have gathered more in the dress or something. But it was windy out there. It was more, I think yesterday it was windier than it was today. Hopefully this is safe. Okay. Oh, this is cold now. Well, you know what? I'm going to pour it back in here. Let it warm up. Oh, I want to mention, and if I mention this in a prior video, I don't care. This stuff is so kick-ass. I love it. For years I've known about it. I've seen the ads in all the health food magazines, the Whole Life Times, all the Mother Jones, all the organic oriented magazines. But I never got it before, and I have some now, and it tastes so good. You can use it any way that you use soy sauce. And it tastes just like soy sauce, but it has a little bit of smokiness to it. It is just so good. And the whole idea that it actually has trace minerals and things that are good for you. And it smells good. And they say that if you want to have less sodium, dilute it with a third water. And it tastes really good. And it says ingredients: vegetable protein from non-GMO soybeans and purified water. Distributed by Bragg Live Food Products Incorporated, product of USA. This stuff, I really like it. I don't know why it has that really tasty bit of a smoky, I don't know, but let me show you something else that's wonderful. Unfortunately, it fell down after I'd opened it and spilled some on the ground, and that really made me angry. But this is organic toasted sunflower oil. This stuff. You think I'm crazy. I don't care. If I had some rice right now, so I put it on. This smells a little bit like coffee when you first open the can, but it's nutty. And I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to just a tiny little bit, because I'm kind of hungry. It's going to make me hungry now. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my goodness. I don't want to waste it. This stuff is so good. You can put this as is, drizzle it over white rice, shake some salt on it, a little bit of pepper. Mm. Not too much pepper though. Let this shine. This is smoky. This is nutty. Mmm. It says organic toasted sunflower oil. At La Tourangelle, we bring our family's expertise and craftsmanship to oil making, using traditional French techniques to produce delicious artisan oils in California. Our toasted sunflower oil has a delicious artisan. It has a warm, nutty flavor that comes from lightly toasting the seeds before pressing. This versatile oil has high levels of oleic fatty acids, making this ideal for medium-high temperature use. Mm. Oh, you know what? I bet this would be good in those Asian salad dressings. They have I guess anything that would have sesame oil in it, a tiny little bit of that, because I wouldn't want to. This has, or you know what? I might not have sesame oil in this because this has such a. If you don't overpower it, you just want to let it shine through. This is really delightful. I'm glad I discovered this. I don't know where my friend gave it to me. I don't know where she got it, but it looks amazing. And if you like really subtle flavors, I recommend it. You can use it the way some people use olive oil as a flavor. They drizzle it on things. Try this stuff. It's got a really good smell to it, and it's you see how it's packaged so the air and light can't get to it. It's packaged in metal. I have no idea how much it goes for. It says contains an average of 10.0 grams of omega 9 per serving. I'm going to go and take a look at the website. You take a look at this. This is the website. Maybe when I'm done filming this, I'll go on the website and find out about them. But this is delicious. I would get this stuff by the case. And I've never tried cooking with it before. No, I beg your pardon. I think I did. I put a little bit of oil of this oil in to saute the uh, deer blood. I like to take the blood off the ground meat or any kind of meat, and I like to do something with that. Either put it in ramen noodles or cook it up real good, and then put it on rice or something. But I don't have any more ramen noodles or rice, so I'm thinking I should need to go over to that market. It's called Sunny, and it's Asian. It's run by this couple. I don't know where they're from. They may actually just be Americans of some kind of Asian ancestry, but they are really. They seem to appreciate anybody that knows what they're doing. And like, okay, I can't speak the language. I don't recognize the lettering. I can't tell you what's what. But if I look at certain things, I can, unless something is only in that language and doesn't have any pictures to indicate what it is. But I think I really know my way around markets like that. And yeah, I need to get a 25-pound sack of rice. But I want to get one of those rices that really has a wonderful flavor. And you know, the basmati rice, I believe, is the kind you have to soak first. Soak it in water, and it brings out some flavors. You know, I'm making myself hungry. So, and I'm going to put this back. So that's not the subject of my video anyway. My subject of the video is taking down Christmas. Okay, and I'm thirsty, so I'm going to pour tea. It's really important to stay hydrated. And I forget. Oh, these are cool. These things have vitamin C and zinc. So especially with my sinus issues and with COVID and stuff, it's kind of nice knowing I'm giving myself a little bit of something. Vitamin Y. When I'm done filming this live stream, then I'm gonna wash my face and take my makeup off and take a shower and go to bed. But tomorrow, I think I'm gonna go check up on the trying to get on the list for the COVID vaccine. I don't want the Johnson & Johnson one. It's only 66% effective, you know, and even less for the South African strain. One of these is good for more than a week's worth of tea. So that said, I feel a little bad that I only got 2 boxes. They were selling in boxes at the dollar store. All of the dollar stores here had them. And when I got them, it's one of those cases where in a couple of days that they were all sold out. And I wish I'd gotten more. This is really wonderful. If you can ever find it, they have true lime and they have true lemon in packets like that. And now, whenever I find any other packets of lemon juice or something, of course, I'll put that in the container. But this, I think it said 100 packets. But I really recommend that. I have no idea what the list price would be if you didn't get it at the dollar store. But, considering how long this will last, oh, you like the red and white beads in my braids? Gonna turn this out. Oh, I was thirsty. Oh, here's a matchbook I've picked off my floor. I want to clean it off, but more fish pins. Put them all here. Looks to me like every evidence of Christmas, aside from the stack of Christmas cards there. All right. I think I did. Oh, and this ornament here that needs to be put back in the front room. So join me in the front room. I think I can push it open with my foot. Yes. There we go. Now that I have my hot tea, I'm not going to let it get cold this time. Or set it down someplace and forget it. It's ridiculous. I do that with my coffee in the morning all the time. I'll set it down somewhere in the hall, or I'll set it in my mother's room, or I'll forget, or I'll discover that I have to put some canned goods away or something, or whatever, or get something down, get the stuff stored, or get something up, or put something that way, or whatever. And I'll bring my coffee cup into the room where I'm working, and then I'll go into another room, and then all of a sudden I'm thinking, oh yeah, didn't I have coffee? And by then, of course, it's gotten cooled off. Gotta put this. This actually has a soft. So put it here. Okay, well, let me see if I can grab one of the cats for one more time. You want to see the cats, right? Or do you want to come in my room? Want to come in my room a little bit? Okay, come in my room. Oh, there's Chatty Boy. There's my sweetheart. Look at this sweetheart. By the way, back not in his mouth. He's such an angel. My baby. Okay. Well, thank you for tuning into today's live stream, and thank you for watching me take down my Christmas decorations. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you like me and my content, I'd love to have you subscribe if you haven't already. If you do, hit that bell so you don't miss anything. I post 3 days a week. You never know what I'm going to do. So I'd love to have you come along with me on my adventures. Till then, take care. Stay away from COVID. Get the vaccine already and wear the damn masks. Talk to you soon. Bye.